Good morning. It's Saturday, August 30th. And I don't have to tell you that this is a wonderful country that we live in. In the United States, we have many different segments of society that live by a different set of rules than the general population. And so this morning I want to talk about a single situation that involved the Amish. So the Amish choose not to travel by gasoline-driven vehicles. They use something that's called the buggy. That's a horse-drawn vehicle. So there's no single buggy lawsuit, but there are legal actions concerning the Amish buggies going on. There was a fatal crash in New York. There was a fatal crash in Michigan. There was an injury case in California. And all of these cases involve the dune buggy. And there's an ongoing suit in Ohio where the Amish are challenging a law requiring flashing lights on their buggies. So the Amish buggy is a vehicle that's horse-drawn, and it doesn't move particularly fast. So if it's out there in traffic, then you have a problem. You can definitely have a problem. In the New York State investigation, led by Clark J. Zanker for criminal negligent homicide and assault in July 2025, after he struck an Amish buggy, killing one passenger and injuring another. So he's in trouble because he ran into the Amish buggy, and he was arrested and charged with criminal negligent homicide. And probably some truth to that story, because a buggy out on the street is no competition for an automobile. So you can easily mistake the speed at which you are traveling and at which the buggy is traveling. Or maybe you're not paying attention. You don't expect to find a buggy in the street when you're done. And there was a Michigan crash where a woman, Sheila Marie Kessel, was charged in connection with an Amish buggy crash that killed a child. And she faces serious charges. And the case is proceeding to the Van Buren County Court. Now, maybe there should be some laws about the buggies and how they're constructed and how they have to have lights and stuff like that. But all of those things would probably be in violation of the Amish religion and the Amish religious beliefs. And there was a California dune buggy injury. And this gentleman, who was a lawyer, filed a lawsuit on behalf of a seafarer who suffered catastrophic injuries in a 2023 dune buggy accident in California. And the lawsuit alleges negligence and defective design of the dune buggy by the owner and the manufacturer of the dune buggy. So here we are on the East Coast, and I drive all over Long Island, and I fortunately have not come across a dune buggy in recent memory. So there are dune buggies out there, and they have caused some serious injuries. So in Ohio, members of the Amish community have filed a lawsuit to block a law that requires Amish buggies to use flashing lights, citing religious objections. Now, religion is a powerful tool in this country, and there are many things that people do because of their religion that are not acceptable in general social society. So you have the Amish community, which retained a temporary restraining order to block the enforcement of the law requiring them to have the lights until they have their trial. So in many cases, there is tension between state safety regulations and Amish religious freedom. And that's a terrible situation to be caught in the middle of, because both sides believe they are right and both sides are trying to do the correct thing. So think about that. Where religion affects social life, that can be a nightmare situation for lawyers to deal with. So I'll leave you with that this morning. Think about it. Think about the requirements of daily living for different types of people with different religious or different social beliefs. A nightmare, if you can. Have a great day. Bye.